Welcome, 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 everybody, to the kickoff of the Money Soapbox. This is a new series that we are kicking off today. And well, this is actually like an intro video, right? And so you might be asking, well, what is this Money Soapbox all about? What is this series all about? Now, we're not going to talk about the hustle. This is not where we're going to talk about getting the money. This is where we're going to move past the hustle, where you got the bag, and we're going to focus on managing the money that you have and building a foundation for financial freedom. Now, to be clear, it doesn't matter how big or how small your bag is. Whether your bag is $1, whether your bag is $1 million, it does not matter. Because the truth is, if we don't learn how to manage what we have, we won't be able to handle more when it comes. So just think about lottery winners. They come into millions, a bag worth millions. And more than 70%, I believe that's around the statistics, the last I checked, about 70% end up going broke again. And think about athletes that get signed on to these $1 million contracts, and celebrities and entertainers only at some point, excuse me, at some point, whether it's at retirement or some point in their career, they end up going broke. Now, imagine that, right? So it doesn't matter how big your bag is, okay? Because these are perfect examples how you can go from millions to broke simply because we have never been taught how to manage our money. It doesn't get taught in schools. Nobody teaches us. Now, some people, when they come into millions of dollars, whether it's through a lottery or they're an athlete or an entertainer, some of them, they end up, because they don't know what to do with their money, they end up putting their trust in others to do it, only to get ripped off. How sad is that? Now, there's others that have those six-figure bags, $1 million bags, and they're still living paycheck to paycheck, gig to gig, hustling to keep up appearances. They look good, they smell good, but they're still broke. They're just broke at a higher level. So, managing our finances is a skill that we all need to learn, regardless of how big your bag is. So, it doesn't matter where you are as far as finances are concerned, as far as how much money you have, how much money you don't have. This is not about that. This is about managing what we have. Because if you really think about it, our finances impacts us in every area of our lives. It impacts our families, ourselves, our businesses. If we decide at some point we want to go ahead and become an entrepreneur and open up a business, that's not the time to learn how to manage your finances. Okay? It impacts our communities. and even generations that are coming after us. Now, the Bible tells us that a fool and his money will soon part ways. That's Proverbs 21:20. And it also tells us in Psalms 127, unless the Lord is a foundation, the building won't stand. So we're not here to waste time and building something that's not going to stand the test of time. So everything that we are going to do here is going to be according to the principles of the Word of God. Okay. So the bottom line is the money soapbox. We're learning how to steward the money that we have, and we're learning how to turn the money that we have into a foundation for lasting freedom. Okay? Not just something that we use for moments of spending, only to end up back in square one again. So then what's the plan here at the Money Soapbox? Well, it's a simple 3-step process that we are going to follow. And that's including myself, right? That's everybody. The first step is we're going to start with a financial detox. And the financial detox is figuring out where we stand, listing out all of our expenses, everything that we spent our money on, and then cutting out what's holding us back. Okay? We got to go through a financial detox. Just to give an example, my living expenses was well above $3,000 a month. I think it was like 3,200, 3,300. And I thought I was doing good. And I started to cut back on different things. And I'm down to under $2,000. Okay. And I'll talk about this on the next video. That was my financial detox. I needed to get rid of things that simply wasn't doing anything for me other than spending my money on. Okay. The second step is we're going to learn how to budget, but it's a budget with a purpose. So, what does that mean? It's making sure every dollar that we earn or receive, okay, every dollar that comes into our hands has a purpose, has a function, and a job. And then the third step is we're going to explore wise investments in order to grow our wealth for the future. So it's not just about making the money, but you got to multiply the money. You got to make the money work for you instead of you working continuously for the bag. You got the bag, now it's time to make the bag work for you. Okay? So it's a 3-step process that can change your life, your financial journey, if you allow it. And like I said, getting the bag is just the beginning. Okay? With the right mindset and plan, we can make the money work for us for the purposes of building true financial freedom. That is the point. The point is not to have a collection of houses and cars, bags, shoes, clothes. What is the point of all that if we don't have financial freedom? And yes, there's a misconception that the more money you have, the more freedom you have. That is not the case. There are millionaires. They're raking in the money by the millions and they're still broke. And you say, well, how can that be? Well, the answer is because their finances are not being managed. Okay? I mean, look at the government. They're raking in money, and every year it's the same song and dance. They need more. The more they spend, they say the more money they need. No, they need to start handling the money they're already getting in. Okay? So this was just an introduction to give you a better idea what the Money Soapbox is about. Now, I was going back and forth debating, wasn't sure what time to drop this video. And of course, today was the inauguration of Martin Luther King Day as well. Um, so I wanted to wait until later to drop the video. But I think moving forward, 7 o'clock Central Time or 8 o'clock Eastern Time is probably around the time where I'm going to drop the video. And then I do plan on coming on live. I'm not sure how often. Um, I would love the feedback. Comment below on your feedback, suggestions. And so we'll go from there. Okay. Now, in the next video, we're going to go right into step one, and that's the financial detox. You're going to want to bring a notebook. You can just grab yourself a notebook from the dollar store, or if you already have one, grab yourself a notebook, a pen, or a pencil. And this notebook is going to be strictly dedicated to your finances. Okay. And so between now and next Monday, if you want to go ahead and start listing all of your expenses. Now, this financial detox is probably going to go over several weeks. Okay. Identifying what expenses we need to eliminate before we get into the budgeting part of it. If you want to go ahead and get a head start, just start going through all of your expenses, those subscriptions, the cable bill. I'm trying to think. I mean, there's so many things that I had that I didn't even realize, to be honest with you, until I started going through everything and writing it down. Car payments, that's just another one that came to mind. Car payments, different insurance policy, just put everything down. Okay. And then the other thing you might want to do is between now and next Monday is carry that notebook with you. And as you go throughout the day, start writing your expenses. Whether you're paying cash by it, credit card, doesn't matter. The Even if it's a nickel, you pull out a nickel to pay something. I don't know. I don't know what you could pay with a nickel, but you you get the idea. You want to start recording everything so that next Monday we'll go ahead and take a look at everything and see what we can cut back, what we can eliminate. Okay. So that is going to be next week. the financial detox. And go ahead and invite a friend, invite someone that you would like them to support you along this journey. That always helps, or someone that you feel could benefit from this. Okay. So that is it for this video. Okay. And I'm excited. I'm excited. So I will see you all next Monday at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time next Monday with the financial detox.